It was Unfinity and Warhammer's release week this week, but Warhammer took the cake. Well, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. I hope you had a great weekend with Unfinity release and a Warhammer 40k release. We had a blast on stream on Saturday night playing the Warhammer decks, and then at the LGS we had a good time drafting Unfinity. I want to talk about these Warhammer decks because I think something really crazy is happening in the world of Warhammer 40k precons. And if you are not familiar, recently they came out with these Warhammer 40k precons. You know what I'm talking about. But this was the first time we really saw a Universes Beyond product encapsulated and put out to us in a Commander deck version. And there was a lot of uncertainty about it. At the beginning when it was released, people thought, oh, this is just a cash grab. This isn't going to work. I don't want to play 40k in my Commander games. And then when the decks were spoiled, people started being like, oh, these are actually pretty good. But a lot of stores had already put in their pre-orders. Some other people were like, this doesn't seem that good. And then these came out this weekend, and about a week ago, pre-order prices were between $60 and $70. Really the price that Wizards wanted these to be priced at. But this weekend, the prices shot up. I mean, absolutely shot up. The Necron deck at one point this weekend on TCG Player, TCG Low was $113. It was absolutely crazy. People saw other people playing these decks at their LGS. They saw them on YouTube, they saw them here, they saw them there, and they said, man, I missed out on this. I want to make sure that I pick them up, and they purchased the Warhammer decks. At least that is my theory on what happened. You see, I used to love collecting the Commander precons. I used to absolutely love collecting them. I used to keep them sealed. I used to also sleeve them up as an ecosystem and want to play Commander with my friends in my play group, only with the ones that came out that year. So I actually have a whole pre-con set of Commander decks that just sit around, and every now and then we sleeve them up and we play with them. But recently, in the last 2 years, Wizards has gotten so out of hand with printing these that they stopped being unique. And I think that is the biggest issue. They stopped being unique. And it used to be one a year, and they would put a lot of energy in it, make it a really fun and unique experience. And then recently, we start getting one with every set, like 3 or 4 decks. 2 to 4 decks with every set that comes out, and they just stopped being unique experiences, which made me personally be like, nope, I'm out. I'm not going to buy these. I'm not going to collect them. They're not fun to play. Why would I? They're not even an ecosystem for them because they only come out with 2 decks, and it's just kind of a mess. I don't really like them. And I think a lot of people were in the same boat, and that's why they weren't looking at these Warhammer decks. But now these came out. And this weekend you saw on my stream, how much fun it is to play in an ecosystem. And then you saw at your table, at your Commander table, when somebody played one of the new cards and you're like, oh my gosh, that card is super good and it's powerful and it's pushed. And I want it for my mono black Commander deck. You saw a lot, like that Necron deck has a lot of cards that are going to see play in basically any mono deck or mono black deck. There's a lot of really cool looking cards in there. So the other thing we saw is how great the artwork. You have a Swords to Plowshares that looks really cool. You have a lot of really unique things, and people stepped back and said, oh, like, this looks cool. And those people missed out initially. They did not pre-order because they thought this is just another Commander precon. This isn't going to be that good. This is whatever. And now this weekend, we're seeing the demand radically increase for these Commander precons. But here's the kicker, and this is where things get very interesting. I'm not trying to produce any FOMO, anything like that, but here's where it gets really interesting. We saw the demand increase, but I do not think that Wizards is increasing the supply. Recently, I just got off the phone with my distributors. From both distributors, I was able to get 4 more precons. Not 4 more sets, 1 box of the 4 precons, not the collectors. I don't even care about the collectors. I'm not even talking about. Collector prices have gone down this weekend, but the regular decks have gone up. This is very, very telling. People don't care about the special foiling, and some people do, but like I'm talking about people want to play these. Anyway, I was able to get one more set, and both distributors told me they don't anticipate they will see more of these anytime soon. In fact, one distributor told me that he sees it more like the time spiral, where Wizards just completely undershot the market. They completely underestimated the demand that would be for the product, and such they don't anticipate that they will ever really get a full restock. Just like they didn't get a full restock of time spiral, they don't anticipate that they will get a full restock of these decks. Another distributor threw around dates like January or February, maybe, if he anywhere that he sees maybe getting more of these. So increased demand, but supply on the other side just doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. I fully anticipate we see more of these pop up on Amazon. I anticipate, this week, if a lot of stores are able to get 4 of them, you may see a slight dip in the prices this week. So what do you do with this? How do you handle this? Well, first off, you have to ask yourself, do you really want these, or do you want the cards inside? If you like or have liked in the past the Commander precons and that kind of experience where you keep things sealed, like not sealed, where you keep them in a vacuum, I'm gonna keep all my decks together. We're gonna do Warhammer Commander Night and have fun with the, maybe it's after we play one of our games and it's like, hey, what do you guys want to do decks? Hey, you want to throw together the Warhammer decks and play? If you like that, I think you really need to be looking between Wednesday and Friday this week, probably Wednesday and Thursday this week. You need to be looking at TCG Player and some of the online retailers as they put their new stock up. You may start seeing the prices, undercutting a little bit, but this all depends on how many stores actually get some more of these precons. If you just are a singles person, in my opinion, this is the week right now to pick up the singles for these decks. Most stores are not breaking these down for singles because they're so easy to sell as the precons. So they're not breaking them down for singles. So if anybody did do that, I haven't even looked at like the prices of the singles that much. This would be the week to get them though, because you're not going to see that increase next week. You're not going to see people breaking these down now that we've seen the prices of them. Okay, other things. If you do care, I meant to say this. If you do care about the precons, the set seems to be a much cheaper price than buying them individually on TCG Player and that kind of thing. So you may just eat the bullet. If you only want one of them, you may buy the set to try to sell, and maybe you split them with your friends, that kind of thing. But here's the thing, don't have FOMO with this. I do think you will see in 3 months, 4 months, whenever Wizards can get more of these printed or get more from their manufacturers, I do think you will see them on Amazon. That's what happened with Time Spiral. That's what kind of is going on in the world of Magic the Gathering. It's unfortunate that they're not going to make more of these really for stores, I doubt. But I think you will see them on Amazon. So if you don't absolutely have to have them now, if they're more of like a sealed collectible for you, you may consider holding off to see if Amazon puts them up for like a steep discount. I hate telling you that because I want you to go buy them on my website. But to be fair, like I can't compete with those prices. So it just kind of is what it is. This is the world that Magic the Gathering is now. And this is why you see me investing so heavily in the YouTube channel and the live stream. Make sure you go check out the live stream if you haven't, because we've got to do other things. Stores have to do other things because these hot products always end up going to Amazon. Time Spiral. I think that's really the way of the future. So anyway, let me know what you think about the Warhammer decks. What did I miss? Where do you see these going? Why do you like them? Why do you not like them? I know a lot of people don't like the Universes Beyond thing. I think I was going to say that too, where moving forward, this sets the stage for Universes Beyond Commander decks to be really hot, to be really interesting, to be something that a lot of people really desire. I personally think we see less design on the regular Commander decks. I think they're out of ideas, to be honest. I think we see less design on the regular Commander decks and more just like, hey, it's part of the set. And then these are where the design team really comes out with like a yearly, hopefully it's not more than yearly, I'm sure it will be, but like a yearly really fun Universes Beyond ecosystem that you can play Commander in. That's my take. I think that would be really cool. So I'm interested in your takes on, let me know in the comment section below. Hope you have yourself a fantastic day. Remember to be kind to the people around you, and we'll see you again next video.